So are you a golfer who struggles with irons, fairway woods and driver to hit the ball straight and any kind of distance? Well, if those last couple of shots kind of are very reminiscent of your golf game, today's Friday fix, powered by Players Fuel, is going to be a really important video for you, because I'm going to show you a dead simple drill on how you're going to hit your driver and irons longer and straighter than ever before. Right, so before I fully get into today's Friday fix, I just want to take a quick second to thank you for the support on my YouTube channel lately. Seen some great views, subscriber numbers have really picked up, and I love the support and the love that you show in the channel. Now, having said that, if you're watching it and you've still not subscribed, please click the button below, ring the notification bell, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video like I've done today. But let's get on to today's Friday fix about hitting your irons and driver longer and straighter than ever before with a really simple drill that's going to change the way you deliver the club and give you a much better shot. So that first shot that you saw with the irons was kind of a little bit of a pulley one. And what I see with most golfers is they either get the little pull, or that very weak, short one out to the right. Now, with both of those golf swings, the big issue there was that nothing really in the backswing, but on the way down, the club was very much out in front, swinging left, big out to in swing path. And then the issue was the club face squared up for the pull or was wide open for that high, almost flop shot with the 7-iron. Now, I think most golfers just get so caught up in what they're trying to get the ball to do, and particularly trying to get underneath the golf ball, that they really struggle to deliver the correct path, get the club travelling down into the golf ball with some nice shaft lean, and get that nice powerful strike. And I said we're going to hit the ball straight, potentially might even get you drawing the ball by the end of today's video. So the way we're going to work on this simple little drill, I'm going to use the coloured Castle tees to start with. I'm only using this because of my mat, but you could use just normal wooden tees. And I'm going to put the short green tee at the front, and I'm going to pop the red tee about 3-4 inches behind, but slightly towards me. So as I set up, if I were to do that swing before, there's every chance my club would actually just pass straight between the two tees in a very weak position at impact. So what we're going to try and feel is initially rehearse that the club's going to pass over the top of those two tees. And the tee at the back wants to be a little bit taller because we want to feel that the club's travelling down to clip the red tee and then the blue tee. And if you flick at all, you'll miss the green tee at the front. So we're going to rehearse just a couple of swings, feeling I can pass it over the top, little swings, and then move into a longer swing. Then we're going to set up, and I'm actually going to start with the club behind the red tee, but as I swing, I want to try and hit both tees. And we can see cleaned both of those out. So definitely the club was travelling down to hit both. It's from the inside, less loft. So then the beauty is you do a few of those. I mean, I've just done a couple of little half swings and then one full swing, but rehearse that kind of sensation. And then put the golf ball there, still aim straight, and try and repeat that movement. Feels massively different. A really good strike. Can see that my low point moved 3 inches ahead of the golf ball. I swung the club 5.6 degrees from the inside. Club face was a little bit more close, so the ball set off straight at target. But all of a sudden, we see a huge difference in distance and control. Now, the really hard thing is, particularly if you start drawing the ball, is having that movement will feel hugely different. You'll be so used to probably wanting to aim a little bit left because of the fadey one, maybe not so much with the irons, but you've then got to get in that habit of allowing yourself to aim a little bit more to the right, rehearse that little feeling, like the club's moving much more towards the camera, and that the hands are staying in front, that club's moving down, and every time the club's moving down, it's actually moving a little bit more to the right. So that's an added bonus and makes that easier. And if you can stand up and do that with your irons, you really are going to hit some very long, very accurate iron shots. And you might be watching the video now and thinking, wow, it was only my iron shots that I struggled with, so I might not need to watch the rest. I think you will be very surprised, though, that if you can do the next part of the drill with your driver, just how impressive the shots can be with that club as well. So with driver, I think most guys are very aware nowadays that to hit the ball as far as they can, they want to get that club travelling up through impact. And the danger I see with most guys is if they were swinging a little bit out to in with their irons, that we suddenly see a much more exaggerated path with the driver, and the ball just curving out to the right, wide, short, and just not a particularly good combination for anybody with driver. So again, I'm going to use two coloured plastic tees. I'm going to use the orange Castle tee and the white Castle tee. So obviously the ball would go on the orange, but I'm actually going to put the white one maybe a little further back, maybe 6 inches back, but actually a little bit more towards me, so a bit more inside. And the idea being here now that I would want to feel that I clip the white tee first, then the yellow tee second. So you can see how that club's going to move much more towards the camera, definitely moving more up. Now I did mention when a club travels down, it moves more from the inside or to the right. As the club's going up, the path actually becomes a bit more left and out to in. So we have to exaggerate that feeling of swinging a bit more to the right with driver in order to get less shape on the golf ball. So again, I'm going to set up, I'm actually going to start behind the orange tee, swing back, and then try and clip both tees on my way down. I'd have a little rehearsal. And again, that's going to feel like the shaft's leaning forward, keeping some loft off, but the club's traveling up. So this should maximize our ball speed. So a couple of rehearsals. Even a full swing as a rehearsal. And on the swing, try and clean both tees out. That was perfect. So, we always say it's very, very easy with no golf ball. So, going to peg that up. If you wanted to, you could again pop a white tee behind while you're hitting the shot. And this is the beauty with this drill. You can practice this while hitting shots. So I'm going to set up, try and hit both tees. I just missed the back one. We can see that little drawy one. So now we're going to tee another one up, get that little rehearsal for what I'm trying to feel, do that as a full swing, and then into the golf ball and repeat. Doesn't get much straighter than that. So we see my low point was 5.6 inches behind the golf ball. The club travelled up 3.6 degrees. My path, as right as I felt I was swinging, was still only 0.6 degrees from the inside. Club face was nice and straight, and the carry was 261 yards and 294 total. So if you can use that drill, particularly in practice, and really exaggerate that feeling and clip in those two tees, remember with driver, you want the shorter tee at the back, longer tee at the front. That's going to allow you to get the club travelling on the right path, but moving up. And with the irons, you want the shorter tee at the front, so the club's moving more down. But if you can change your path while maintaining some good club face control, you can kiss goodbye to those slices and those pulls, hit the ball nice and straight, or maybe even that little baby draw. Right then guys, so you can see there, if you change the delivery of your golf club and definitely swing the club a little bit more from the inside with the irons and get the club moving down, we're going to compress the ball, get more ball speed, hit the ball further, hit it more accurate, maybe even with that little baby draw. And with driver, we're going to get you hitting up more, again, swinging a bit more from the inside, but just transforming the way you deliver the golf club, maximizing your efficiency, and therefore get you hit the ball longer and straighter with all your clubs than you've ever done before. So if you have enjoyed today's Friday Fix, powered by Players Fuel as ever, I'd love it if you took a second just to click the subscribe button below, ring the notification bell, and then whenever I drop a new video, you'll find out and can make sure that we're keeping your game improving and enjoying the game as much as possible. Now, if you click on the video just there, I think that's another video that's going to help you enjoy your golf that a little bit more. But as ever, look forward to catching up with some of you down here soon. Stay in contact.